So I set this really lofty, extremely ambitious goal to participate in Drawtober, Inktober, whatever tober. This is the time of the month where the art community on Instagram is posting every single day. And I'm gonna do it too. This week's been pretty intense. It's been incredible, to be honest, like from a beginner artist perspective. Before we get into this video, I need to post my first illustration because it is October 1st. It is the first day of Drawtober 31-day challenge and I need to post. So let's do it. It's posting. We got our post up. Okay, so I have 3 intentions for this whole challenge, journey, all the words. The one thing that I'm going into this challenge is to just improve my art skills in terms of getting out of my comfort zone, which is paper, sketchbook, quick little doodles and drawings, and the occasional study here and there, and actually coming up with ideas, coming up with compositions, drawing them, completing them, exporting them out of Procreate, and actually sharing them on Instagram, because that has been very scary for me as a very much a beginner. My next intention is just to improve and further develop my self-discipline when it comes to my art practice. I don't exactly know how this discipline is going to be cultivated over this 31-day journey, but it's definitely something I'm going to be paying attention to and designing my month and my week and my days around. I have, you know, these goals in mind, but I've also told myself and accepted and affirmed that if I get exhausted, burned out, and life just takes over, it's okay if I stop. So putting that out there as well. And my last intention is just to create a portfolio of 31 illustrations, because right now my art Instagram isn't really much of a portfolio. I mean, I have some posts on there and I've made illustrations in the past year or last year when I actually posted more. This I'm excited about because it's 31 Halloween inspired spooky autumnal illustrations, so they're all gonna have a theme, and I also have a color palette that I want to work on, so it's gonna be very cohesive and they're gonna go together, and it's just exciting that I'm actually gonna have like a portfolio of work that I am proud of. I've been trying to prepare for this, but of course I'm not as prepared as I would hope to be. I literally have 2 finished original illustrations done, and I wanted to have more done because today's Sunday, tomorrow's Monday. I have a full, you know, week of work coming up. So I'm just kind of winging it, and that's why I'm worried I might crash and burn. But it's okay because this is supposed to be fun. So yeah, I need to come up with 2 drawings today, at least finish 1 because I need to post it tomorrow. Ideally, at least to get 1 finished and another one almost finished so I can finish it tomorrow. We're gonna get cozy, we're gonna dive in, and then this is gonna be a really long video for me to film because I'm gonna do the whole 31 days of this and check in with you guys, so I don't really know when I'm gonna check in and see you next. Maybe like a few days from now, or when there's a major update, or maybe like a weekly check-in or something, but I don't know. We're just, this is all, we're figuring this out too. Okay, let's go draw. update time. Okay, so it is officially day 5 of Drawtober, and this week's been pretty intense, combined with work being intense and me not being as far in advance with my illustrations as I envisioned myself. So I've been essentially drawing the night before, or sometimes literally the day of, and trying to finish before midnight, and that's where we're at. I had one drawing that I was able to post yesterday that I had already finished before October started. So before I started the challenge, I had 2 drawings that were finished, and even with that, it's been kind of a chaotic week, so I can't imagine what it would have been like if I didn't have 2 drawings like already ready to go. I did have like exciting things to show you guys. So yesterday was day 4, and the prompt I did with Witch's Brew, which was part of Popstober. I will link the challenge post and the artist linked with it down below in the comments, but my friend is doing the whole 31 day of Popstober, and I'm just kind of doing a little bit of the prompts, and it's been fun to kind of do this along with a friend. And day 4 was Witch's Brew, and I had this idea to do this little cauldron with the Witch's Brew, and then I put a skull and a little crow and a potion book next to it, and I was really happy with how it turned out. And then I was able to use my friend's photo printer to print out some prints.
You want to get rid of your signature like that a bit and have it.
I like both.
I can print you both. Okay, we can both. That one you can review your.
I just leave it on the table.
And then I'll print this out for you. Yeah, it's so cheap for the thing. It's like $30 for the.
So I printed it out in like the square, which is the original one, and then the whatever size this is, because I liked to see it in more of a print form, and of course it got cropped on the side, but it's still kind of nice to see, because one day I have grand dreams to sell my art, whether it's prints, stickers, whatever else, and potentially start a Patreon or some kind of membership group where part of the rewards would be my art. So that is a big dream goal of mine, and just being able to see these printed out was so fun. So that takes us to the present. It is 5:30. I am home from work. I have to give my partner a ride at 7 o'clock, so I figured I'm gonna spend the next hour and a half. It's less than that at this point because it's technically 5:38, so by the time I get set up it'll probably be 5:45. So I'm gonna spend the next hour and 15 minutes working on today's drawing. So today's prompt is Black Cat, and I have it, it's in progress. I just need to finish it. So the lofty goal is to finish it before 7 o'clock, which I don't know if that's gonna happen. Usually if I give myself, you know, time blocks and due dates, it does motivate me to finish, make decisions, and just get the thing done, but I've already severely overestimated this entire project with my drawing skills and timing and things like that. So the goal is to get it posted tonight, probably before 10 o'clock, because a few nights I've been staying up late, and the one night I posted at like 11:15 or something, which has been the latest that I have posted, and I do not want to be drawing all day, all night after work, and then like posting on Instagram at 11. So that's definitely a goal, to like cut down the like time it takes and like when my drawing is finished. So this whole week has been like an experiment in like figuring out like how long it takes me to do things and cultivating routines and how to balance everything with my normal life and work and my other hobbies that I'm trying to do this month, like reading. So I think I'll have a better report on that next week, but I do have a sense of routine that at least I have that information now to go off of for the next 3 weeks. So here's my little black cat. It's almost finished, so that's good. And let's do it. Let's get to work. It is 8:51 and I just posted my black cat to Instagram. We did it before 10, so that's good. And now I would need to start my next drawing for tomorrow, which I'm hoping is gonna be much simpler. That is my lesson again that I'm learning. I need to come up with more super simple drawing ideas because the black cat, there's like 4 elements. There's a moon, there's bats, there's the cat, and there's pumpkin, and then like stars. So those could all individually be its own drawing in itself. But I just love complicating things, and I love making scenes. That's the fun part. All right. It is Saturday. What day is it? Day 7? I don't know. We'll put it here when I remember what day of Drawtober we're working on today. But it's Saturday, it's a weekend, which means I have more time theoretically to work on Drawtober prep and getting things done in advance. The caveat, however, is that I am being social this weekend, and tonight George works till 7 and we're going to my friend Alicia's for the weekend, and then all day tomorrow we'll be at an amusement park having fun doing spooky Halloween related amusement-y things, and we come back Monday. So my goal today is to finish my drawing that goes up today and then get 2 finished to post for Sunday and Monday while I'm away. And then when I get back, I'll figure out, you know, what I need to do after I get through this weekend. So that's the goal. I'm feeling pretty good about making easier simplified drawings because my ghost that I shared was pretty simple, did not take a lot of time to draw and finish, and it turned out cute, and I've gotten good feedback on it and I like it. So I just need to do more simple drawings like that. I also have a bunch of like sketches that I've already put into Procreate that I need to finish or flesh out. So I have some things kind of started in here. I have actually, this is what I'm gonna work on to post today. It's this cute little witch girl, and she's gonna have a little wand with a fun little star. So this is nearly done. And then I don't know what I'm gonna put. I have like a little pumpkin character girl that I need to flesh out more, and another witchy girl that I at least colored but need to finish. And then this is a sketch of me as a witch reading underneath the tree that is pretty much still a sketch. So they're all just like witchy girls, which is like my favorite thing to draw, but they're not very simple. So I have to zone in. I have my coffee. We got some cold brew from Dunkin'. I am clocking in for duty, and let's see how far I can get today. It's day 10 and I'm working on my prompt for tomorrow, which is broomstick, and I want to draw a witch sitting on a broom, but I want it to be the back of her because I don't want to draw her face to save time, and it'd be cute to have like her back facing you as the viewer. And it's really hard to find a reference photo for the pose that I want because it's kind of like a little turned to the side and she's in a dress. So I just ended up taking my own reference photos as best as I could on my dining room chair. So let's see how that helps with this process. We've officially made it to the halfway point, guys. It's day 16, and that means 15, 16, 15 more illustrations to post. And I'm still standing. We're still committed to this. And I do have some mid-challenge reflections because I've had time over this weekend to finally like sit and like just be, which has been great for my mental health and just life outside of this challenge, but it also contributes to a peaceful challenge moving forward. And I feel like the first 2 weeks was just like trial and error, trying to keep up and figure out, you know, what I'm doing, because it's my first time doing a 30-day, 31-day challenge and drawing every day and posting every day with life. It was a lot. It's been a lot, and this past weekend I was finally able to have a moment to chill, because doing this challenge on top of it being the most festive time of the year and trying to do social things and work, it's been a lot. So I am having a self-care day today. I'm off from work and trying my best to get ahead for the week, and I finally feel like I have a strategy and I can actually like execute that strategy this week, because it's taking me 2 weeks to get to a point where I can like plan out my prompts for the week and like sketch them out and like know what I'm doing and not just going at it day by day and figuring it out literally the day of. And that feels great. That feels great. I printed out a little calendar for myself. I mean, this is what I wanted to do at the beginning of this challenge or before this challenge, but life was just, there was too much going on at the end of September and I didn't know what to expect or what to do, and I was just like, I'll wing it and deal with it and figure it out as we go. I took some time over the weekend to plan out prompts that I want to work on this week, so just planning like a week at a time. And I know what I'm posting today and tomorrow, and I think Wednesday, Thursday I have an idea. I just need to like finalize those ideas and commit to those ideas, because since I'm not doing one like challenge of prompts, it's great because it gives me flexibility, but it's also hard to plan out what I'm gonna do because I have to pick a prompt and commit to that prompt. So I don't know, I don't have a full plan for this week ahead, but I do have like half of my prompts planned out for this week. And today I am almost done with my prompt that I want to post today, so I just need to finish that. And I already got a major head start on tomorrow's prompt, and then I need to finish that, and then I need to figure out the rest of the week. And I think what my plan is just to sketch things out in advance, like in my sketchbook if I'm trying to figure out composition ideas, and then go into Procreate and actually like sketch out the prompt and do like a refined sketch. And then I think that's such an easier way to manage like life with a challenge, is sketching everything out at once, like when I have a larger chunk of time, like on a weekend, to plan my ideas out and sketch them out. And then during the week when life is crazy, I can just show up to Procreate, color, add texture, shading, export, and post online. So it takes out all of the time and energy of the planning, because I already did that. And then each day during my week, I can just do little tweaks and then upload it to Instagram. And that was literally my plan, like going into this, but I just did not have any time, or I didn't give myself enough boundaries to honor that commitment because I didn't know what I was doing. And since I'm still a beginner artist, digital art is very new to me. I've been trying to figure that out along the way. So literally these first 2 weeks has been figuring out my art style in Procreate, like my digital art style, and getting used to using it. And I feel like now, like I mean, literally in the first week alone, I feel like I learned so much and my skills improved so much. But now, like 2 weeks in, it's like my ideas are flowing more. I'm making my drawings quicker. I'm setting boundaries and expectations and simplifying my art and my pieces a lot better. So it's been incredible, to be honest, like from a like beginner artist perspective, to kind of see my growth in such a short period of time. And that was, of course, my intention going into this challenge, to just grow my skill set as an artist and further develop my style and practice digital art more. So wow, and we have a portfolio going. It's been great to see my feed kind of come to life with the color palette and the different drawing ideas, and it all like is very cohesive, and it's great to have the interaction from you guys and everyone that's following me, and just having that support, that community support has been keeping me going. And I've gotten a few new followers, which didn't expect that. This is my mid-challenge, mid-month reflection, and I'm taking a break from catching up because breaks are good, friends. And since I have the space to take breaks, I'm gonna do that. But I still need to do some more work tonight before I go to bed. But yeah, that's the update. Also painted my nails. Yay. Well, friends, it's been a very long time since we last spoke. It's literally the end of November right now, and these are my Drawtober final thoughts. I needed some decompression time post-challenge. I mean, after day 15 or 16 when I last checked in, I completely stopped like filming every day and documenting, and was just kind of focused on getting the challenge finished and trying to exist and not crash and burn, which success, I'm still here and we're still drawing. We still want to draw, so that's good. I wrote out a list of lessons learned throughout this challenge and then tips, and I had 8 tips, and I just thought of another tip, so 9 tips and maybe 10 if I have another one as we start talking. So let's go through this, and while I do this, I'm gonna pop up time lapses of all the pieces that I made that you have not seen and that I've not talked about, so you can kind of just see that progression of my art and my process, and let's dive in, shall we? Okay, lesson 1. Monthly challenges are great for breaking art block and quickly improving your skills in a particular medium or style. So I don't know if I could do another 30-day challenge just off the cuff for no reason. Like, I need a reason. We'll get into reasons later when I go to my lessons. But I feel like after doing it for 31 days, coming out of it, I feel like if you are in a rut with your art block, whatever, this could be for writing, whatever creative medium is your thing, if you feel stuck or stagnant, I think doing some kind of 30-day challenge with creating every day, sharing every day, whatevering every day can really help you show up and move through that block. Something I learned along the way was, since I only had a certain amount of time to create something and share it, I had to really downgrade my expectations of what I wanted my art to look like, and I just had to accept that this is enough, this is fine, and I'm gonna post it. The other reason I would want to do a 30-day challenge again is to focus and improve on a particular area of my medium to improve my skill. So as a beginner artist, I'm still learning, I'm learning every day, and a 30-day challenge completely transformed like me, like how I think as an artist, what I do as an artist, and just how I see myself as an artist. Like, I actually feel like an artist now. Still a beginner artist, but man, I really like showed myself that I am capable and I can do this, and I really improved in certain areas of my drawing and my art, particularly with character design and just characters, like portraits, faces, and hair. That's something I'm really working towards improving, because I love drawing humans and characters and poses and hair, but I'm so new. So drawing every day definitely helped me hone in on that. And while I wasn't drawing characters and people every single day because I just didn't have time for it, I tried to squeeze them in on like the weekends or when I had more time to devote to that, and doing that constantly every day really improved just at least my digital like process and my digital drawing. So okay, lesson 2. 30 days is about as far of a challenge that I will do like before I burn out. So if you're wondering like how I felt like after the 30 days, am I burned out? Am I still drawing? Great questions. I definitely needed time away from my iPad and like digital drawing after the fact, and like the last week of the challenge was excruciatingly painful. I just was sick of doing it. I was ready for it to be over, but I just had to hang in there. I know there are other people out there that have drawn every day and like for a year and posted on Instagram every day for a year. Not only was I drawing every day, I was also posting on Instagram every day, which is a whole another component of a challenge in itself, and that is very energy draining. Knowing that, I think I could only do a 30-day challenge again, and I think that's a great sweet spot. It's a month. It's enough to see results and develop a practice or improve a certain area, but it's not too much where I'm like going to crash over and burn and my whole life is over. And another thing that really helped me through those last few weeks and days where I just wanted it to be over, I told myself, like, this is only a 30-day challenge. Once we get to Halloween, October 31st, it's over. You don't have to do this again. Like, knowing that just kept me motivated and determined to keep going. Okay, lesson 3 is kind of a random thing in terms of like external validation and stats and things like that. But lesson 3 for myself was, the longer I spend on a drawing does not mean that it's gonna have more likes, more comments, more shares. Like, that equation does not exist, because there were a lot of pieces that I spent a lot of time on, like longer than some other ones that got like very low engagement, very low like ratio, and then there were some that I spent like an hour on, like not a lot of time on, and they did great and people loved it and yada yada yada. And then of course there was stuff in between. But yeah, those are my 3 lessons, and let's dive into the tips because I have a lot of tips. Welcome to the official end of this video, friends. So originally I wanted to make this video just one video, and the vlog itself was already like 30 minutes long, as you saw, and then I filmed like a whole other segment of my thoughts and like lessons that I learned, which you also saw. But I also recorded like 9 tips for anybody that's interested in doing a 30-day challenge, and that was another like 30 minutes. So I didn't want to make this video an hour long because that's pretty insane. So we're gonna do a 2-part video series, and this is part 1, which was my 30-day journey and overall thoughts and reflections, and then a new video is going to come out after this, which are my tips for any beginner artists who are interested or intrigued by doing a 30-day challenge, and I'm going to share some tips of how to get through it. So that's the end of this video. Thank you again for being here, and make sure you are subscribed to keep an eye out for the second video, which is going to come out right after this. So thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one.